Remember you used to drive fine. I pick up whenever you call. In the parking lot in Tucson. Are you with me? In the Phantom with the roof gone. I pull up like Jimmy Neutron. I can help you get a move on. Like you hard.
A creek a week keeps the exes out of reach. No, but in all seriousness, I try to go to a creek or a waterfall at least once a week. This time around, one of my friends wanted to take us to this completely new waterfall that none of us had been to before. And there's something so wholesome about being in nature and spending time in nature without any sort of entertainment. We didn't even have data here. We just had each other and each other's company and each other's presence. I don't know about you, but I've noticed how when I am in different elements of nature, my body receives different kinds of benefits. And I've noticed how whenever I am in water, it's like the moment just brings me back to my body in such an effortless way. At the end of the day, all we want is to be loved exactly as we are and exactly as we feel in each moment. And I feel like nature just gives me that. Something I will say is that I am someone who is scared of heights, and I'm very proud of myself because I was very scared of jumping down to the water, but it was the only way to access that pond of water. So I was like, I'm gonna have to do this. And not only did I do it, I did it 3 times. Like the first time that I did it, I was like, damn, that was scary, but that was fun. I want to do it again. So cheers to exploring new waterfalls with your friends. Alright, this one is only for my girlies out there. We went to our local organic store here in Byron. We were on the hunt for some different herbs for our yoni steam. Also would recommend that you get very clear on what are your intentions. Why do you want to do yoni steaming? What are the energetics behind it? Then you can choose which herbs will best support that experience that you want to get. We personally went for rose petals, calendula, and lavender. Do some research on this because there are some herbs that are really not good to use. But the most important thing about this practice is to be present. Like, this can sound like a very woo-woo thing to do, but there is science behind it as well. We are made out of more than 60% of water. Water holds structure. There was this man called Masaru Emoto that studied water. He exposed water to different words. He froze the water and photographed the ice crystals under a microscope. And it's actually so wild to see how differently the shapes were when he was speaking negative words to the water. And so the most important thing for me doing this practice is being very intentional when we're boiling the herbs, but also in the actual practice. My neighbor just drove by next to us and it was hilarious because I was like, what the heck does he think that we're doing? Like, we are squatting, we have towels around us, there's a camera recording, my friend's underwear is hanging from the camera. Like, what does he think we're doing? But yeah, just exploring new things with your friends. Get out of your comfort zone, do woo-woo things together. Things that are considered a bit witchy, we love it. When I asked the universe to push me outside of my comfort zone, I did not know that this is what she had in store for me. I had never in my life done modeling for a live drawing session before. And lucky enough, I was with a close friend of mine, Emma. I was so nervous at the beginning, but as soon as we got there, I felt very safe and very comfortable. I knew the girl who was hosting the event. Genuinely, we both loved it so much. Meeting yourself in such an intimate way where you're being the center of attention, you're allowing yourself to take up space and be fully seen. And doing this with a friend made it a very wholesome experience as we were both feeling pretty vulnerable. I think it's in this type of experiences when you can truly see what a connection is made. These were some of the drawings that a few of the people that came did, and honestly, I love them so much. I would highly recommend try something that's very outside of your comfort zone and enjoy it. Gathering with your friends and making pizzas from scratch is honestly so much fun. We decided to make the dough ourselves too, and it was so good. I honestly love being in environments that also prioritize looking after themselves and find joy in spending extra time at the kitchen just to cook something delicious and nutritious and wholesome instead of just ordering food from a fast food chain. We all have different relationships with food, dietary preferences, or needs, but I think the most important thing is is that everyone wants to respect each other and doesn't want to put pressure into anyone to eat in a specific way. I don't want to be around people that are constantly judging other people about what they're eating or how their body looks like. And I also don't want to be with people who are obsessed with eating clean. I need balance in my life. I can't really do extremes, so I really value when people enjoy looking after themselves.